Update. So welcome to another video. So today the Fed finally issued another cut in the rate. So it's 3 rate cuts this year, and they're expecting one next year, but I really think it's going to be more than one. It's going to be two, I'm thinking. And overall, that had a boost to the stock market. The stock market went up. All the stocks that have fallen, at least they went up after that announcement that the Fed cut rates, which was kind of expected. I didn't really expect them to stay hawkish or not cut rates. It was kind of expected to me. So let's see what happens from here. What's going to happen in 2026 if they're going to continue with these rate cuts or not, or they're just going to gauge it off, seeing what inflation is at and the unemployment rate and all that. So right now they expected that the unemployment rate stayed the same. It was 4.4, and in 2026, which is kind of, I kind of don't believe it. They're saying that's going to be 4.4 still. It's going to be flat, or the unemployment rate's going to go down or just stay flat. But they're saying that these employers can't fill these jobs that they're listing, which I don't believe that at all either. But overall, just today, the main thing is just seeing what the Fed's decision was, which it was to cut the rates. It's going to have effect on everybody, from your credit card to your savings account to your anything that you have that follows the Fed rate. Of course, not your. It's going to affect the mortgage rates and all that, which, it's going to be a lot of this. I mean, if you're locked in, it's one thing. It doesn't really affect that unless you try to refinance if you're at a higher rate. But it's already high enough. But overall, it was good news today. And I think we're going to get more than one rate cut. I think it's going to be 2 rate cuts next year. Who knows? It could even be 3. It's too early even to tell. And then on another take, we have Trump's, basically him picking a new Fed chair. He has his choice in January, so that's going to be another big thing to look out for. And then also the Powell, he's on his way out, so this is pretty much his last hurrah, and go from there. But he has so much pressure from the administration and all the noise there. Maybe he's ready to get out of the limelight and let somebody else do the job. But overall, great news. The Fed cut the rate just by a quarter, and I think you'll have like a couple quarter more point reduction. Should bring it down to about 3.10%, around that level. I know Trump wants to bring it to 0, and a few other ones wanted to bring it to 0. I know there's talk about Biden and his auto pen, this 4 Fed leaders there that he would want to get rid of, just throw them out void because of his auto pen, which, who knows? We'll see. That'd be next year before that happens, But I think he gets his pick for the chairman. I think it's probably good enough for him, but we'll see what happens there. Well, the main news was just the rate cut, and it happened, and I'm glad it happened. If you have any credit card margin debt or anything like that, it's good news. So you'll start seeing that hit your account soon, the drop in interest rate, or you'll see that there. The only thing that'll affect won't be so great is if you have savings, it'll drop that at your percentage rate, and other factors on. And then also there was the Fed was looking, of course, to buy bonds. They usually do that, and it's happened again. So I think the Fed's gonna stay kind of dovish until it's not. But 2026, 2027, who knows? That's way too far out. But it's just my take here, not a financial advisor, just my opinion here on the Fed. I wanted to get that message out there quick. And yeah, great news for the overall stock market. Fed cuts rates by a quarter, and I think there's just good things to come for 2026. So we'll see what happens.